Imagine a single app sitting quietly on your phone. It looks harmless. Maybe it's a photo editor, a game, or a utility that promises to speed up your device. You use it, you enjoy it, and you forget about it. But what if that app wasn't what it seemed? What if, while you were sleeping, it was silently siphoning off every piece of personal information it could find? Your contacts, your photos, your private messages, even your financial details. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is the true story of an app that duped millions and orchestrated one of the most audacious data heists in recent memory. And the most terrifying part? You might have an app just like it on your phone right now. It all started with a seemingly innocent application that exploded in popularity. Let's call it Photo Magic. It promised revolutionary filters and AI-powered editing tools that could turn any amateur snapshot into a professional masterpiece. It appeared on app stores, plastered all over social media with glowing 5-star reviews. Influencers were raving about it. Your friends were probably using it. The downloads skyrocketed, first thousands, then hundreds of thousands, and soon, millions. The developers, a shadowy group operating under a generic-sounding company name, were hailed as the new tech wizards. But behind this veneer of success, a sinister operation was unfolding. The app, from a user's perspective, worked flawlessly. It delivered on its promises. The filters were great, the interface was slick. But to gain access to these amazing features, Photo Magic requested an unusually broad range of permissions. It wanted access to your camera and gallery, which made sense. But it also wanted access to your contacts, your microphone, your location, and even the ability to read your text messages. Most users, eager to try the cool new features, just clicked accept without a second thought. I mean, who actually reads all that fine print, right? It's the digital equivalent of, I have read and agree to the terms and conditions. We all do it, and that's exactly what the creators were counting on. This is where the trap was sprung. Once those permissions were granted, the app began its silent harvest. It wasn't just collecting data. It was building a complete digital profile of each user. It knew who you talked to, where you went, what you bought, and what you searched for online. Every photo you edited, every message you sent, was logged and uploaded to a remote server, hidden somewhere in a country with lax data protection laws. The scale of this operation was staggering. Millions of individual lives distilled into marketable, exploitable data points, ready to be sold to the highest bidder. But who would want all this information? And what were they planning to do with it? The answer is far more disturbing than you might think. The masterminds behind Photo Magic weren't just petty criminals, they were a sophisticated cybercrime syndicate. They bundled the stolen data into packages. One package might contain financial information, perfect for identity thieves. Another might have personal messages and photos, ripe for blackmail. A third could be a list of high net worth individuals, complete with their daily routines and home locations, a goldmine for organized crime. They sold this data on the dark web, a hidden corner of the internet where anonymity reigns. The price for a person's entire digital life? Sometimes as little as a few dollars. Your privacy, your security, all sold off for less than the price of a cup of coffee. The first sign that something was wrong came not from security experts, but from the users themselves. People started noticing strange activity on their accounts, unexplained charges on their credit cards, spam emails from services they never signed up for. Some even received chillingly personal blackmail threats. The complaints started as a trickle, then became a flood. Users who connected the dots back to Photo Magic left scathing reviews on the app stores, but their warnings were drowned out by a sea of fake 5-star bot reviews. The developers had created a digital fortress, using positive feedback as their wall and our trust as their weapon. It took a dedicated team of cybersecurity researchers to finally crack the case. Working on a tip, they downloaded Photo Magic and began a process called reverse engineering. They meticulously disassembled the app's code, line by line, peeling back the layers of deception. What they found was a masterpiece of malicious coding. The data-stealing functions were hidden deep within the app, disguised as legitimate processes. The code was designed to be dormant for a period after installation, to avoid detection by the App Store's automated security scans. It was clever, it was patient, and it was pure evil. The researchers discovered that the app communicated with a command and control server. This server could send new instructions to the app at any time, effectively turning every phone with PhotoMagic installed into a spy in the user's pocket. It could remotely activate the microphone, take pictures without the user knowing, and even install more malware. The millions of users weren't just victims. Their devices had been conscripted into a massive botnet, a network of compromised computers that could be used to launch large-scale cyber attacks. The true scope of the threat was finally becoming clear, and it was a race against time to warn the public. When the cybersecurity firm published its findings, the story went viral. News outlets around the globe picked it up. The name PhotoMagic became synonymous with digital betrayal. Google and Apple scrambled to remove the app from their stores, but by then the damage was done. The app was already on millions of devices, continuing its silent theft. An urgent plea was issued. If you have this app, delete it immediately. But how do you reach millions of people, many of whom don't follow tech news? How do you undo the damage when personal data, once stolen, is like toothpaste out of the tube, impossible to put back? The aftermath was a mess. Law enforcement agencies launched international investigations, but tracking down a borderless, anonymous cybercrime group is incredibly difficult. Lawsuits were filed, but who do you sue when the company is a ghost? For the millions of victims, the fight was just beginning. They had to change passwords, monitor their bank accounts, and deal with the constant fear that their most private moments could be exposed at any time. The trust in the digital ecosystem was shattered. Every app download now came with a new sense of paranoia. Is this one safe? Can I trust this developer? This story isn't just about one fake app. It's a wake-up call. It highlights a fundamental vulnerability in our modern lives. We rely on these little squares of code for everything, but we rarely question their integrity. So, what can you do? First, become a permission skeptic. Before you click accept, ask yourself, does a simple game really need access to my contacts and microphone? Probably not. Second, read the reviews, not just the 5-star ones, but the 1-star reviews. That's often where you'll find the truth. Look for patterns of complaints about privacy or strange behavior. Third, use security software on your phone, just like you do on your computer. And finally, trust your gut. If an app feels shady, it probably is. Our digital lives are precious. They contain our memories, our relationships, and our identities. Protecting them isn't someone else's job. It's our own responsibility. The story of PhotoMagic is a harsh lesson, but it's one we must learn. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay safe. The next big threat might be just one click away. Thanks for watching. And if you found this information valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that helps you navigate our complex digital world safely. Stay curious and stay secure.